Hey guys, this is Steven, and I am here with special guests, or I should say I am a special guest. We are all three special guests. We have Docm77, who you may be familiar with from his YouTube channel, and Infrared _, who I hope you're familiar with from the many videos I've done with him. And the three of us decided that it was about time that we got together to do a commentary. And we are on Infrared's server so that we can actually play while we're doing this and give you something to look at besides, well, I don't know what else you would look at. So, say hi, guys.
Hey guys, it's me, Docm. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you, Infrared, for inviting me over to that awesome server. It's been a jaw-dropper so far. Just amazing.
I encourage anybody with accents on my server.
We do have quite a few people with accents here.
Yeah, Explosive is Scottish.
Yeah,
we've got
Fellerin is
Joker
Australian.
HD, who's from
Joker's
England.
British.
Yeah, we got Fellerin from Australia.
Oh man, so basically...
So I fit right in with my stuff.
Guys, creeper! Oh god. So I'm gonna do some...
I will kill it.
Explaining while you guys kill it. So basically, we are on the server, but we're staying away from all the parts that you guys have seen to give you something kind of new. So we're just wandering in the wilderness, and I found this amazing little area and teleported everyone over. It's really big mountains, but with really big like valleys in between, and there's a ton of caves and lava and waterfalls and stuff. We figured it's a good place for like a little wilderness outpost. So we might build some stuff while we're talking. But what we want to kind of do is keep this kind of like a, it's almost like a talk show, where we're going to talk about some topics that we've prepared, but we haven't really talked a whole lot about them ahead of time, so you'll get to see some, what I hope is authentic discussion. And so we want to talk about, I guess, a couple different things, like current events in the community, development in the game, and then, I guess, debate some of the more heated areas as far as suggestions and implementations, and maybe like nerfing and buffing and things of that nature. So I guess Docm has the master list. What do you want to kick it off with?
Basically, just recently I was working at Eats Road. We all know that design, and I came across the problem that I use a lot of signs. And yeah, I really want them to be stackable, as many other things in the game. I think it's just a useless pain. What do you think about it?
I definitely agree, because I've built a ton of those roads as well. Not to mention my like 60-story mob elevator. I used 4 signs for every level, which was a nightmare. And I don't. Here's my thinking. So the sign itself, it takes it's 6 wood and 1 stick, right? And that's already a pretty big requirement as far as resources go. So I don't think it should be further disadvantaged by you only being able to carry 1 per slot. And aside from that, it's not like a super powerful item. It's meant to just be a sign, like a label. It's not, you can't use it to like,
it's mainly just for cosmetics, and
yeah, people
found ways to implement it into traps and waterways to give it a little bit more of a use. But honestly, anything in this game that is not a weapon or a tool or armor, I feel should be stacked. I even think food should be stacked to a certain degree. But as far as signs go, I don't know why it's not stackable. That's one of the main reasons why I don't even touch single player anymore. Multiplayer with the mods and everything available, it makes building and being creative so much easier, and so much more enjoyable, because I don't have to deal with this whole inventory problem.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely see that.
Yeah, absolutely. On my test server I always use InfEdit and MCEdit and stuff to test things out. In my Docm77 world I want to keep it legit, and I really got trouble. I want to create stuff, I want to do stuff, and I can't, because I'm always hindered in collecting stuff, and then I can't stack signs and I have to run around and waste a lot of time. Yeah, I think it's just unnecessarily complicated. That's That's the
Well, I
bottom line
mean,
of it.
a really good example of this in single player is like if you're doing channel mining and you want to name your channels and you're going to be doing like, let's say, an entire day full of mining because you're on a quest for diamond. You know, you're going to want to bring signs down because you're not going to just dig one corridor. You're going to dig one huge one and then multiple ones that are branching off, and to kind of navigate your way and to name which ones they are, you're going to want signs, as well as to like kind of tell you before you get to this one. As a reminder, this one at the end you hit lava. This one you hit a natural cave system, and so on. So having a decent amount of signs on you is a benefit. But as you're mining, your inventory is getting full of materials, stone, dirt, whatever.
Yeah, absolutely true. And the game isn't perfectly balanced right now. For example, also if you look at glowstone, you know, I need a lot of it in my world, and it's just a pain. It's just a pain to harvest it. I think it drops one. Yeah, it drops one dust, and you need 9 to create one single block of it. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and the problem I have with that is the disadvantage for that material already is where you have to go to get it. You know, you got to go to Nether, you got to risk your life and all that. Even if you're playing on peaceful, it's extremely dangerous. So my thinking is suggesting a change. It shouldn't necessarily drop 1 for 1. You know, 1 block for 1 thing. If it's supposed to be a commodity, and it is, because you know it's an infinite power source. But even if it was just 4,
well, what happens when you go ahead and you finally build one? And you place it down, and let's say you accidentally put it in the wrong location.
Oh god, that's the worst. I hate that.
I mean, everybody's going. You were bound to fuck up. That is a given. You were going to mess up, and you were going to make a mistake, and you're going to be like, "Oh wow, I just destroyed it." And especially now, since we have our pretty Tron white glowstone, I love glowstone. I don't even look at torches anymore.
No.
I mean, glowstone is just—it's an amazing light source, and the way that you can implement it in all your designs is fantastic. So it's very useful, but the cost, it's not really worth it when you can go ahead and make like double, triple, quadruple the amount of torches, and you know, it's not as aesthetically pleasing, but it's still, you know, gets the job done.
Yeah, that being said, the default glowstone is really ugly.
It is hideous.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Misa's default is ugly. The the regular default is hideous, but Misa's is still ugly. It's corn pops.
What do you use, Doc? I forget.
Yeah, I got the Misa's HD texture pack too, basically forever now, and I like it. But yeah, I think the glowstone looks kind of strange, and yeah, as I said, I use it a lot, and I experienced the thing, you know, you place it at the wrong place and you think, oh my god, now I got to chop it away, and it only drops 1 again, and you think, oh my god, there was 9 single glowstones wasted. It's just ridiculous. But I think they're gonna work on it, because the Nether, it's in general totally boring, and it just plainly sucks, and it's totally dangerous.
The Nether's only cool if you have it on hard and your main purpose is not farming materials. It's like just killing ghasts and target practice. Other than that, on my single player world, I don't even have a portal. I've never been to the Nether ever.
Oh wow!
Because I just never saw the point.
No, it is pretty pointless because right now there's only the 3 materials there if you don't count the lava, and then there's the 2 mobs that both kind of suck. I mean, I don't know, because once you figure out the way that you can get around the gas and everything, it's just like it's too easy.
There is one mod that I looked up for single player. I forget exactly what it's called, but it's like dragon scale something.
Oh, you talking about?
It adds dragons.
Yeah,
into the Nether.
There's the Jurassic period mod for replaces your Nether. You go through the portal and it takes you to like the Cretaceous period, and there's just dinosaurs everywhere, and all the plants and materials change. It's really cool.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I mean, it's sad that we have to mod it to make it useful.
Yeah, it was a good idea. The problem is they're so rushed to put it out that they didn't really have time to do a whole lot of expansion on it. But I am very surprised that they haven't added anything in the beta, you know? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. It's been out, the Nether part's been out for months, and they haven't added anything. Oh, hello.
Well, at least we got beds.
Yeah, the beds are pretty cool. I'm digging the beds.
I think yeah, that was a good idea, and when you were following the blogs of Notch and the other guys, they were discussing about the beds heavily because they thought it would make the game too easy.
Yeah.
But
And it
well,
did.
I think you don't have to use them if you don't want to. Basically,
Right.
that's what I say about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's a cool idea, but it does make the game extremely easy. I mean, you can pass
Oh,
through
yeah.
the only hard part. So even if you have it on hard, now you're pretty much playing on peaceful,
But
unless
there
you
are-
get deep
that's
into caves
true.
and start cave exploring.
But even then, if you're building at night really sucks. So I think the beds were put in both for people who want to skip night because they're builders, and also people who, I guess, just they're too lazy to turn it off peaceful. I don't really know. I can't quite figure out why you would, if you care, I don't know, why you wouldn't just put on peaceful and why you'd use a bed instead. I don't really understand the difference.
I think they should have just added a right-click feature to the clock or to the watch, so you can just toggle day and night.
Oh, that'd be cool. Be too easy, though.
Yeah, that would have been that would be
So-
really easy.
oh, yeah, so
I
we
was
talked about-
expecting another vlog.
We talked about this before, so you can use the bed to go from night to day. So Infrared Night, I think it was, talked about putting in something that would let you go from day to night, and we were thinking of like a liquor bottle for like a hangover, because that basically does the
Yeah, a
same.
bottle of gin.
Gin, yeah. I don't know what else would make sense for that, like sleeping pills or something. Who knows?
Yeah, you take
No,
some of the
because then I
sugar
would
canes
OD.
and turn it into put it into the furnace and make it into rum or something.
There
you
you
know?
go.
So he can ferment it,
Yeah,
let it sit for 6
Right.
weeks.
that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Speaking of new additions to the game, yeah, I was when the beds came out. I actually was expecting a different block. I was expecting a booster block for
Yeah,
the
me too.
minecarts.
Me too.
I had lots of rumors about it, and I was pretty certain it's gonna be the booster block. Yeah, but as we all know, no booster blocks in the game so far. What do you think about that, guys?
Well, the
Speaking with my vast Minecraft experience, I encourage anything that's going to make something that I have to learn the difficult way to make it the easier way.
yeah. At the same time, it's kind of like so. Not just said from the get-go, like from the advent of the booster glitch, which is when the two carts run side by side and boost each other, that it was a glitch and he wanted to fix it. But the problem is, he really does like the creativity aspect, and seeing all the cool systems that people build, everything would just be ruined if there wasn't a way to propel the carts without using the stupid coal-powered minecart, which nobody likes. I think I don't know anybody that does. I hate them because they're so weak.
I don't think anybody likes it either.
I don't think I've ever made more than
I mean,
one.
yeah, the creativity part with making the different kinds of boosters and how everybody designs them. I mean, just on our tutorial alone that we did it like yesterday, you went through like 5 different kinds of boosters in one sitting,
Yeah.
and that's fine. But the booster tracks allows us to go from creativity with boosters to creativity in how we design the actual system itself.
Yeah.
As far as, we don't have to have big blocks branched off to the side. We can have, one of those sky rails that are just perfectly clean and cool looking.
Yeah, I think it will open many new inventions also, because if you think of people like Etho, I'm pretty sure with the booster block, he could come up with some crazy stuff, and
Oh,
yeah, I think, sure you could use it for a very simple system.
You let go of your talk button, bud.
It's sorry, I missed my button there. So what I was saying is, Etho or guys like that, they always come up with very creative stuff, and I think if you got a booster block out there, inventions will just, skyrocket, and there will be complicated stuff with the booster blocks as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What I would
it'll
love to
simplify things,
see-
but make it complicated. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. What I would love to see is them to take a flat surface, like a minecart, but just the wheels and the base, and allow us to build on that. So we can build like an actual enclosure to transport things.
You mean
like
like
either items or people.
like a cart, like a car vehicle of some kind, or what?
Yeah, like an actual vehicle that follows the tracks, like an enclosure, like a train or a subway system of some sort.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, you can put items in the storage carts, but it's I don't know.
Yeah, there's some people out there working with the minecart, with a chest in there, with very impressive storage systems.
Hmm.
About that topic, I'm a total noob, and I pretty much think it's useless. I mean, I got my chests all around the place, and they do the job, but you can do really cool stuff with those minecart chests too.
Yeah, you could probably do what like Steven was doing. His little, well, not even little. It's huge. The Minecraft system that he's doing the tutorial on, where like one comes and you can kind of trigger them to start moving around, so you can have your chests come to you and go, so they're not, kind of blocking your path. I
Yeah.
love chests, but it, at a certain point in time, you get to the point where you have so much materials and
Yeah.
you have so many chests.